Welcome back to yet another video or episode in the 1 copper to 1 million gold challenge. We are back here again. It's very exciting to go take a peek at our little friend, the mailbox, right over there. You can see him right over here. Yeah. I did take a little bit of a peek into the actual mailbox, and let me tell you, I did not expect to sell for as much as we did. Look at this right here, guys. 87,989. This is insane. I did not expect this much to sell, and a lot of the things that we tried to flip and the things that we bought to level up our mining also sold. Going through this here, as you can see, we sold some of the old things that we had. We sold some adamantite ore and thorium ore and whatnot, but the first two major things that we sold was the elementium bars and some obsidian bars. And you can see here the obsidian bars 120, 16,000. So we sold 120 obsidian bars for the price that we posted them at last week, which was like 130, 120. And then the elementium bars sold as well. Absolutely amazing. And then you can see the titanium bars, they sold for the 300 gold posted price, the 30 of them. We sold some more further up, and you see the titan steel bars 1400. We sold 3 of them and the other 8, so we sold pretty much everything we had on those. And you can see the fel iron bars that we bought for, and the fel steel bars also sold greatly. And the fact that they sold for almost 800 gold each is really good. So I'm really happy with this this loot here. We're gonna collect all of it. We obviously invested around, I want to say 40,000 into this, so the amount of gold that we actually got back here is obviously a little less. But if we take a look at our TSM right now, you can see that the total gold that we spent is 51,309, and the total gold earned is 159,000. So currently we're 107,000 in profit, and you can see that 102k is what we're at, and obviously the money that is gone here is what we used on leveling flying and all that. So as we venture in, we reached our first 100k in this episode. I'm very happy about it. Now, to investing, this is going to be a little interesting because now we have quite a big capital. We have quite a big start to be able to do some buying and selling here. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to buy anything of substantial value, but I definitely want to give it a shot. Taking a look over all these things, we can actually see that the fel steel bars here, there's 1,600. So actually the person that bought the ones that we sold might have actually done that to reset it. But there's a lot of things here that have actually been reset pretty hard, and we are going to look our way through it. Now, something I want to say, we still have some obsidian bars, so we don't need to farm those yet. But let's look at it here. Serenite ore, 28 gold. This is basically 29, and the actual bars sell for 130. We can see that the market value is 96 gold. So that's the 2-week average price. That's what TSM shows you. That's a 2-week average price for the server. We see that they're 130 right now. We obviously don't know if they're going to sell for 130, but there's no point not giving it a shot. And we can also see that the historical price is 70. So buying serenite ore at 29 gold when all it takes is literally 2 serenite ore to make a bar, I feel like this is for sure a worthy investment to go into. Now, how many we buy actually depends on what we decide to do here. If we do buy all of these, we'll be paying an average of 30 gold for them, and then we're going to be able to make the serenite bars for 60 gold. So as long as we sell them for more than 70, I want to say it's worth our time, right? With the auction house cut, then it'll only be a couple gold profit per, but that's still okay. If we do buy this out, we can also raise the price up to 50 gold on the actual ore and give that a shot. And I feel like this is definitely something we should try out. It's 30,000. It's a third of what we have, but the potential that to make as much gold as we're looking to do right now is really, really good. And you can also see that we've sold 433 Serenite bars in the past. So the demand is hopefully going to be there. So we are going to make this as an investment, and we are going to turn the majority of these, I want to say, into bars. Now, we're not going to start off with that. We are going to see if we can make any more investments. When looking through here, we have the Felsteel bars, and the Felsteel bars, as for the last time, we see that it costs 3 Thorium bars and 2 Eternium bars. Now, if we look at the actual buy prices, 3 Thorium bars would be 73 times 3, which puts it at, you know, 149. No, 219. 219 gold, and then the Eternium bars on top, which is another 320. It's actually 322. So that would put the actual Felsteel bars at a crafting cost of like 550, which is honestly a really, really good deal. Now we can even get some Eternium ore here for a little bit less of a price. We can make 30. I feel like 30 is good because we made 25 the last time. So maybe we'll buy 80 actually, so we can make 40. We'll do that, and then we'll get Fel Iron bars. We'll see how many. Okay, so if we want to make 40, we got to get 120 Fel Iron bars. Not too bad. Okay, and then we have for the Felsteel, obviously. How many of these? Nah, that's too big of an investment. We can't do that. What else do we have? The hardened adamantite bars are really low in price compared to everything else, but that's actually okay. Volatiles, we don't want to go into that. What else do we have? We have... No, they're also a little too much. Arcane crystals are pricey. Cobalt bars, they're 500 gold, and we can see that the market value is 84 gold. And when we look at the actual cobalt ore, it's actually more expensive to buy those. I don't know. The person that probably reset these is the one that owns the cobalt ore and the bars. So I don't feel like that is probably going to be worth it. We can actually, something that we can look at though, Pandaria here. 1 Trillium bar costs 2 black Trillium ores and 2 white Trillium ores. And currently that would be 60 plus 40, that'd be 100 gold. So the Trillium bars should be, they're actually at a 50 gold profit, so they're not too bad. I don't think we want to go into that as of right now. Is there anything else that we're looking at right now that we could potentially make some gold on? Elementium, right? We put that's 85 and 240. That is super, super pricey. Damn. Maybe we can even put this price higher, you know, because the market value is 194. So this probably, you know what? We'll take the chance on 86, and we'll turn these into bars, and we'll see what we can make do. What else do we have? We have some titanium ore, 230. That's not worth it. The 300 gold titanium bars. Obviously, we just sold some of these. We had no idea that Titan Steel was going to sell as good as it did. So we have the opportunity to make some here. I do want to check Eternals. Eternal Fire is 112. We can probably get these cheaper in Dalaran. So we might check that out. Primals. Okay, we're gonna mark these. Primals are a very good thing to look out for and potentially flip. Okay. So the titanium itself, and then we could potentially get that cheaper. But yeah, So currently the Titan steel bars are not on here. Why did I never favorited these? That's wild. Anyway, they're 1372. So even if we bought all the materials, that'd be like 900. 170 on top. So it'd be like it'd be over 1,000 gold crafting cost, which is pretty high. So we're not going to do that specifically. Is there any others that we want to look in potentially? No, I don't think there is. Okay. Actually, there is one. True gold is 1,200, so we can't do that. And then there's Corium bars. There's 69. That's actually fairly low. And we might be able to do something to that. Pyrite's 33. Okay. Well, 69 gold for a Corium bar is kind of on the low side, but the amount of gold that we can make flipping this is not terribly high. So we're not gonna go for that. We actually have an opportunity here. Coin of Many Faces is, as you know, an interesting item that gives you some other look, and it's honestly I want to say that this isn't necessarily a bad idea to do something with. So we could try. 600 gold is really cheap for them, and you can only get these in Hallow's End, the Halloween event. So over time, these are going to rise in value because people are going to lose out on the amount that they have. So we'll buy these 6, or 600 for 600 gold for 12 of them. 600 gold each, obviously. Something else I do want to look at is something from BFA. We have, okay, we can't do that. What about, no, okay. I don't think, okay. For now, we are gonna go look at our potentials here. But I also did buy some things from the actual, what's it called? From the auction house that were selling for less than their actual vendor value. And I actually want to do a little quick scan for that right now. Remember, I told you guys, if you're using TSM, go into browse and click on vendor search, and this one is going to show you everything that's on the server currently posted for less than what it sells to a vendor for. We actually have a lot of things here. This one sells for 33 gold and 81 copper to a vendor, but somebody's posted it for 16 gold, so we'll take that. Some thick paleo steak posted for 4 silver. There's 62 of them. One sells for 6 silver and 25 copper, so we'll take all of those. This isn't necessarily, you know, a lot of gold. Actually, there's 18 gold here. What about this one? Same price, sure. 71 gold, and it sells for 91. And these is almost 2 gold or 2 silver a profit per. And then here we only have a little over 2 gold. And then a little over 2 gold. It's always a smart idea to check these prices, like check if TSM has the right things, because sometimes it can be a little wrong, or like on the actual same value. It was 4 staffs, god damn. Well then, all right, very small value there. It's only a silver per these. We'll take it, and then we'll take very small silver values here, like 20 or 30. So obviously the first ones were the best ones, which is completely fair. We'll take all of that. That was a lot, actually. You usually don't see that much. But I'm happy with it. I'll take all of it. We'll go sell that after we have done a little bit of work over here. Now we are gonna go over to, oh, we can actually repair our gear. There we go. We're gonna go over, and then we are going to smelt what we need, which is the elementium, the serenite, the eternium, and then we're gonna make the fell steel bars, and then I'll be back with you guys to post all of it on the auction house. I realized that I did not do my math correctly. Happens sometimes. My brain gets fried. We needed an extra 80 Eternium ore to be able to make the 40 fell steel bars as planned. So that is what we are going to do right now. I just wanted to show you guys that I actually bought them there. And then we have the Serenite bars. I think I am going to smelt 400 and then keep the ore and try to sell that as well. And then however good it goes, we end up selling the majority of the bars first, then we'll, you know, make the rest of the ore into the bars. From previous experience, it definitely seems like the bars are going to sell the greatest and the best. So we could also make all of them into bars. But I think I'm going to keep a little bit of the ore on hand just in case. So yeah, I will be back with you guys in just a little bit. Sitting here smelting, I was just considering something. I saw that our fell steel crafting here brought us all the way up to 74 out of 75. This means that we're currently one level, and I mean one level away from being able to make Corium bars. Now, I honestly think that getting to that point would be really worth it. And I also want to double check the Corium market. Now, we have 190 Serenite bars. I feel like this is good for now. They also have to sell, so we're not rushing on anything. We're going to go on the auction house here real quick. And then we're going to be posting up Elementium bars. 240 gold. If they sell at that price, I'm going to be very surprised. I will also be very happy. 1,657 for a fell steel bar. Absolutely wild. We're going to be posting it here, and we're going to be trying that. Going to be trying some of the Serenite ore as well. We'll post our coin of many faces at 1,547, which would be a really good price to sell them at. So we'll see how this goes. Going forward, let's see what we have here. Corium bars, 1,000 gold, and we have the Corium ore at 390. We could actually be buying these. We could buy 30 of them. We obviously already have 4, so we'd be at 34. And then we'll be able to make 17 or whatever Corium bars. And the profit that we'll be able to make on that, it's not like it's a lot of profit, but it would still put us... so if we sell it for 1,000, it would be, you know, a 50 gold auction house cut because of the 5% auction house cut. So 390 obviously times 2, 780. So in that case, we would make 170 gold per bar, which is honestly really, really good. So we're gonna take these and then we'll take it forward. We do need to get to 75, so we need to make some more fell steel. How many we need to craft, I have no idea. So we're gonna buy for 5 of them. We're gonna buy for 5 of them for now. Yes, so we'll need 20. That is basically all of them. Yeah, well, obviously we hope that is going to be good. And the good thing about this, we're leveling mining, and it's still something that we're making gold on. We're not even losing gold yet, which is really, really awesome. We might get to that point in the future, but that's okay. Here we go. We're gonna have some Eternium smelted, and then we'll see if we can get the last level here. We need 1 more level, and that is it. And then we need to make a little tour to Shatrath to be able to get the actual Corium. Come on. Hell yes. Okay. We got what we needed right there. So I'm very happy about that. We're going to make a little detour over to Shatrath real quick. We're going to be able to learn Corium, as you can see right here. Corium right there. There's also hardened Corium, but the actual profits on that looks to be pretty much like nothing, and we have to get that from the Sunwell. So we're probably not going to go for this at all, but we definitely do want this. As you can see, costs 10 gold to learn it, and yeah, we're gonna pop over and do that, and I'll be right back with you guys when we have these 17 bars smelted. All right, so we have them made. We are ready to venture back into the auction house. Something I do want to mention to you guys, obviously this is a very auction house heavy episode, and something I do want to say, when it comes to the auction house, when it comes to flipping like this, and in turn also shuffling, it is very important that you guys only spend the gold that you're willing to lose, because you can never be 100% certain that you're gonna be able to make enough gold back from every single thing that you turn or that you invest into, right? You could actually lose a lot of gold on some of these things. Now obviously there are safer things than others. When you go into something that you use your profession to, right, you buy some Corium ore, you turn it into some Corium bars, you're gonna have a pretty good chance of selling them at a certain price because of what the item is. But some markets could actually turn around on you and go the other way if you don't keep yourself up to date. So always follow the markets along, follow the prices along, see what people are willing to actually pay on your server, and take it from there. We obviously do have a little bit more Serenite there, but we're not going to craft them into bars just yet. We're going to hold them in our bags. We don't want to overstock the auction house. And here we do have a little bit of things that we want to sell. Very nice, like almost like 3,000. I don't know how much profit we made off that, but probably like 100 or 200 gold or something like that. But from how little work we actually did to be able to get that to that point, I'm very happy about it. Now, what we have posted right now is 186,000. Obviously, as the last time, we can never expect that we're going to be able to make as much as this says. So obviously take it with a little bit of grain of salt, with a little grain of salt before it is used for anything, because the actual amount that we could be getting from that specific value could be a lot lower. Now, we can also make a lot more gold going out to farm, and that is what we are going to spend some of the next episode on, because this is where it ends. This is all I have for you guys today. We are going to be posting the last couple of things here. I am very, very thankful for you guys that come back to watch every single episode of this lovely series. I'm having a lot of fun with this series, and I hope that this way of introducing some of you guys into the world of flipping, like how you can approach it, how you can start yourself out, is a good way of doing it. Obviously this is a fun challenge for me as well, because it's very limited. I don't have anywhere near the same amounts of gold that I usually have on the daily, so this is very, very fun for me. Next episode, we are going to be working a little bit more on mining. I think we're going to be able to get a little bit more in Pandaria, and depending on what kind of things that we sell out on throughout the week, we might have to go out and restock a little bit depending on the prices, because if they go up high enough, it might be very worth our time to go out there and farm a whole bunch. But yeah, as for now, I will see you guys on the next one. See ya!